Do you believe that some people still have like a greater propensity for certain gifting than another? Would somebody like have a greater grace for the prophetic than maybe another person, even though that person has the ability to prophesy?
Yeah, for sure. I do think there's difference in grace. We see that. Paul's like more grace, praying that all the time. There's more grace. There's also proportion to your faith. In Romans 12:6, it also covers some more gifts there. But Paul says in Romans 12:6, if it's prophecy, let it be in proportion to your faith. Sometimes it's grace and faith. But I think, how do we receive grace? In a lot of times, grace and favor are the same word throughout the Bible. But how do we receive that? It's actually putting ourselves in a position to have to receive it. And so why would God give me grace to prophesy over people if I'm never going to ask him what he's saying about somebody? So, I mean, I think there's that place of, I don't pay attention to that. Like, do I really have a lot of grace? And I'm talking about these 9 gifts, okay? Now, there's other giftings. In Ephesians 4:11, there's 5 gifts. We call them office gifts, whereas apostles, prophets, pastors, teachers, and evangelists, those gifts are given by God, and that's clear. Not everybody's a pastor. Not everybody's a teacher in that office. But in Hebrews 5:12, it says, you all ought to be able to teach by now.
Sure.
So there is a maturity aspect of us being able to teach the word, teach the gospel. It doesn't mean we're all called to be teachers. But you can operate under grace to be in that teaching gift when God needs it for you. But you have to be prepared and step out to actually do that. And I think as you put yourself in a position for those gifts to operate, meaning when you're at a restaurant, ask the Lord for a word for somebody. It doesn't mean you always get something, but you're just always available.